Welcome to part 2 of my Legends Reborn Football Manager 2015 video, where I have created the Brazilian Ronaldo on the game, and I'm holidaying through his career to see how he's getting on. Now if you missed part 1, please check that out so you know what's going on. I holidayed up to the age of 24, he moved to Juventus, and he's become a rather good world-class striker. As you would expect, I've made sure all the attributes are in line with past games, Championship Manager, Football Manager games, and his real life attributes as best as I can. Now I will be making this available for the Steam Workshop, so I'll put a link in the description below for you to look at that. I think I've reduced the injury proneness slightly because I think it was a little bit too injury prone. So hopefully he will be a rather good player for you. If you want me to do more of these videos, please leave a like so I know there's plenty of you interested in these Legends Reborn videos, and also let me know your suggestions in the comment section below. So moving on, he's 27 years old, he's still at Juventus, he's got 25 goals in 53 games for Brazil. You'd have thought he would have more, to be honest, but I think the Brazil team obviously has always got sensational players there. In real life I think he managed to get 98 caps in the end, but he's competing with the likes of Gabriel Barbosa, who's a phenomenal player on the game, although he's only got 24 caps despite being in the team for many years. There's even someone called Zidane, a regen. So there's going to be some class players in here. Neymar's still there at the age of 33, 143 caps for Brazil and 91 goals. That is incredible. But let's go back. They're third in the world as well now. So he's worth 47.5 million. He's earning 180k a week. His attributes still very impressive. Finishing's gone down from 20 to 19 though, in fact. So let's look at the last 3 seasons, see how he's done. Now he actually didn't do so well in the 2022-23 season. Only 7 goals in the league, 11 in all competitions. Very good average rating though. Then he managed to get 20 goals in all competitions the following season. But this season, once again, only 11 goals. That is disappointing. Now, someone said, oh, by the time he's 25, 26, he's going to be way too overpowered. But I would say he's not. He's a very good striker. His attributes are very good, but he's not actually performing as well as you would expect. He's got very good average ratings, but you would just think he would be getting a lot more goals, I think. Now, injuries may be getting in the way. He's had plenty of small injuries. Nothing massive. 3 months there, 4 months... but nothing like career-ending or for a whole season like he did have in real life. But I think I will turn that down a bit because there's a lot of niggling injuries there. Even though injury proneness isn't set really high, it is high enough for there to be quite a few niggly things that may be hindering his goal-scoring records, possibly. But of course he did suffer with problems in real life, so that might be actually a bit realistic. Let's look at the competitions he's won in recent years. As you can see, he was very successful in his early career. Recently, not so many. He's won the Olympic Games with Brazil. Of course, he was one of the overage players, I guess, for that. Won Serie A a couple more times, but they haven't dominated as much in recent years. They missed out in 2024, Inter winning that one. AC Milan won it a couple of times, of course. But overall, he's done very well. He won the Champions League. In fact, he's only technically won it once. I don't think he played in the first final that Juventus won, but I think he would have won a medal in real life for playing certain games. But in fact, they got to 3 finals in a row, and they did get to this final, but lost 1-0 against Man City. Let's see if Ronaldo played. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't play in this game. Maybe that's why they were unable to win. There he is. Oh, he's captain as well. Captain of Juventus. That's how he compares to the rest of his teammates in terms of goals this season. Of course, he didn't actually get that many goals. So let's see how the team actually did. So their top scorer was Abubakar. But Ronaldo looks better than him, doesn't he? It's strange how he's underperformed this season. Let's have a look at World Player of the Year then. So I don't think Ronaldo has featured at all if we go up. But there's been different names in there. Lionel Messi usually dominates, but Juan Mata's won it. Eden Hazard, Munian. Messi won it once again there at the age of 33. But then it was Hazard. Suarez was third. Then there's a couple of regens dominating. but Müller and Götze are featuring, and then James Rodriguez winning it this year at the age of 33. He's at Man City. But Ronaldo hasn't featured, unfortunately. I think he's been shortlisted, but he hasn't managed to actually go on and win it. The Golden Ball has been Lionel Messi and this guy in recent years. Neymar's featured, but no Ronaldo, unfortunately. Maybe he's in World Team of the Year, though. He's not in that one. Let's go back. So, not in that one either. Not in that one. Just looking out for Juventus players. There are Juventus players featuring, but Ronaldo isn't. Unfortunately, Christian Eriksen plays for Juventus, or he did at that point anyway. De Bruyne feature in there for Wolfsburg. Carlos Tevez for Juventus. But no Ronaldo, which is a shame. But maybe he will in the next few years. Maybe he's just not as good on this game as we thought he would be, despite having very good attributes and based on his past attributes in previous games. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But I'm going to holiday till he's about 30 and see how he's got on up to that point. Okay, so here we are. He's 30 years old, worth £37 million, still at Juventus. 37 goals in 74 games for Brazil. That's pretty decent. Earning 190k a week. Finishing's gone back up to 20. Now, perhaps he's not been scoring as many goals as you would expect, but if you download this player and sign him, or manage the team that has him, then I think you can obviously get the best out of him. You can turn him into an insane player, I think. Perhaps Juventus aren't utilising him as best as they should. But let's look at his recent history. His career stats over the past 3 seasons: 21 goals in all competitions, then 18, then 21. So that's decent. Around 20 goals a season is what you want from a top-class striker. His average ratings overall have been phenomenal, though. 7.52 average rating overall. 162 league goals in 372 games. 80 assists as well. 51 man of the matches. So he's been a really good player. But I think if you manage him yourself on the game, you can turn him into an even better player, or get the best out of those attributes that are evidently very, very good. Competitions then in recent years, in the last 3 years, he's won the World Cup with Brazil. They beat Portugal 2-1. That is a clash and a half, isn't it? Ronaldo scoring the winning goal as well. So that is amazing. Obviously, he won the World Cup with Brazil in real life, and he's managed to win it on the game as well. Neymar and Ronaldo scoring the 2 goals. Neymar must be very, very old now. Let's just have a look to see. 157 games, 106 goals at the age of 36. Still looks decent. His pace and acceleration are very poor now. But wow, what a player, eh? But Ronaldo winning the game for Brazil, winning the World Cup for Brazil. You can't get much bigger than that. So, despite maybe not being as good goal scoring wise, he has won the World Cup for Brazil. They haven't won Serie A recently, I don't think. No, Udinese, Sampdoria and Lazio, the last few winners. Juventus only just missing out by 1 point this season. That's pretty unlucky. But they've won the Italian Cup a couple of times in recent years. And also with Brazil, he's won this competition. So he's won quite a few, the Copa America as well. He's won quite a few competitions with Brazil recently, which is good. I don't think he's going to move on for Juventus. If someone was to sign him, they would have signed him a couple of years ago for a lot of money. Going forwards, perhaps he may move for a free transfer if his contract runs out, but he is contracted for the next 3 years, and I can't imagine he's going to move. His pace and acceleration are starting to drop, as you'd expect at this age, but he's still phenomenal. Free kick taking has gone up to 20. I don't think I set it that high, but somehow he's become a very good free kick taker. So he hasn't managed to win World Player of the Year. Neymar managed to win it at the age of 34. So that's disappointing that he's not featured in that. He's not featured in the World Golden Ball either. Unfortunately, it's just regens now, as you'd expect. World Team of the Year, perhaps he's managed to feature in this. He's on the bench this past season, which is good. Previous season to that, hasn't. But that's the first time he's featured. He's on the bench. 21 goals in 41 games. 7.61 average rating. That's good. God, this guy managed to get 8.2 average rating. That is insane. I think he's won the World Player of the Year. Whoa, what a player. That is incredible, isn't it? Phenomenal player. And this guy as well. Just out of interest, we'll look at these. Wow, very good wing back. Pretty much good at everything. Okay, so I'm going to move on until he's retired now, and then we'll have another look at him and see how he's done throughout his career. So this is Ronaldo at the age of 35. He's just played his last season of his career. He's just about to retire. He stayed with Juventus in the end, as I predicted. 54 goals in 96 games for Brazil. Didn't quite get to that 100 and didn't quite get to that 98 he managed in real life. But still a very good career with Brazil, winning the World Cup, of course. They are first in the world. Did they manage to win the World Cup last time? I don't know. Let's have a quick look at the World Cup. No, Italy won it last year. 3 years ago, in fact. So, despite being the age of 35, his finishing still very good. His composure went up to 20. Composure often goes up with age. Things like decisions, determination, leadership off the ball, vision, all 20. Obviously, physical attributes went down. Natural fitness actually went up from 12 to 16. It improved with age. So whatever he was doing really helped his natural fitness. Still a good player. Still a good player despite retiring. I think he could drop down to, to a championship team if he really was willing, and be a very good striker at that level. In recent years, still kept up the goal scoring run. Of course, he got 21 in the last season that we looked at, but then he managed to get 23 in all competition, 22, 24, 5 and 9. So only the last couple of years he really slumped, but the previous 3 seasons were actually his 3 best goal scoring seasons, arguably. Very good average ratings as well. So in his early 30s he was scoring plenty of goals. Let's look at his competition wins. Lots of things, but a few in the last few years, but not a huge amount with Juventus. They really did slump. He won, runners-up of the World Cup. So he won the World Cup and then was runners-up, just like in real life. He was runners-up to France in '98, then won it in 2002. And then, of course, another few competitions with Brazil as well. The Super Clásico de las Américas twice, and the Copa America, 3rd place. The Italian Cup they did win, but yeah, Juventus struggled. They have struggled recently, which is strange. But I guess teams do go through phases, and he maybe should have moved on to try and win some more competitions, because he did win the Champions League a couple of times early on in his career, but then from then on wasn't quite as successful. Let's look at World Player of the Year. I can't imagine he'd have featured in the last few years, but we have seen older players winning it, of course, like Neymar, Messi in their latter years. But he doesn't feature here. It's just regens now. World Golden Ball? No, just regens. But maybe World Team of the Year. Did he manage to get into that first team? Didn't feature that season. A Burnley player in there, Martin Simmons. Looks very good. Very good English player. Where are Burnley? Just spotted something and now I'm interested. They're in the Euro Cup at least. Anyway, 4th in the Premier League. Doing very well. Wow. Well done, Burnley. Flying up there. Just went a bit off topic there, but never mind. Let's move on. So all seasons, that's the team. But he didn't feature, apart from once. Yeah, I don't think he featured. Oh, there he is, Ronaldo. Yeah, look, he did feature. 2029, sorry, he featured up front. That's brilliant. Well done. So, once he'd retired, he decided to just retire completely from football. Hasn't become a coach or anything. But you can have a read of his biography if you're interested. He did manage to sort of feature in European... He won the European Golden Boy, for example, many years ago, all the way back in 2018. And featured in sort of European Player of the Year, European Champions Cup Best Player, that sort of thing, which is good. 215 goals in 468 games, 227 goals in total for his 2 clubs in 497 games. I think that's just league games. Don't think it shows all competitions there, but plenty of personal achievements and team achievements there, as you can see, winning 19 competitions in total. Runners up 19 times as well, and third place a couple times as well. But they have a very good career overall. So please leave a like if you enjoyed this. If you want me to do other legends, let me know. There's lots of ideas I can do. They take a bit of time to do because I have to holiday, which can take time. But I'm happy to do, you know, one every now and then over the coming months. There's plenty of time before FM16 comes out, and who's to say this can't keep going? Because obviously this is irrelevant of what game I'm doing it on. Also, if you're interested, you can download it from Steam and implement Ronaldo into your game. Remember to subscribe. Then when you start a new game, you have to select the database so that he's on your game. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you in a future video.